Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami, and he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in his 4th season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Bills for their first go on offense, led by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Now in his 4th season, it's Josh Allen.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he stopped immediately there. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Allen Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jaelan Phillips in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On fourth down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 5 now. Tua checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mitchell again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to...
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. This offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better.
And we remember Remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 18-yard line. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 30 on 2nd down.
Tua will dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So for 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa
quickly into the hands of Fuller.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. Miami Miami's receivers had the second fewest yards of any receiving group in 2020 and the fewest yards in run after catch as well. Jalen Waddle, he might solve both of those problems. Taking 6th overall, he picks up a first down right there.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now we will pause for the injury. That's the wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. Hill a little slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. They'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they'll throw with Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tua now on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Tua now on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Dumping it off for Johnson. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Sanders on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Allen. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Tua going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harmon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Sanders is good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Allen off the play fake. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ambry Thomas. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On play action, here's Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Sanders' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, it's Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Throwing is Allen on third. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. One final try here for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 1st down. It's Mitchell, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down now. It's Mitchell, and he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Now Zach Moss played prep ball 8 miles from here in Hollandale Beach.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On the give, this is Singletary.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
3rd down, here's a run by Moss.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. Gets past one man. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here come the Bills.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen
out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen's throw is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And again, it's Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The kick by Bass is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah,
you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On 3rd down, Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like